Welcome to the video where I accidentally start recording too late. Anyway, here we are in Belgium, and the Racengineer, if you haven't already noticed. And yeah, we've just finished practice for the Belgium Grand Prix, and so we got qualifying that will be upcoming. So hopefully we can do tremendously in that qualifying session, and hopefully we can get a good qualifying position. We're just looking at the chart now. Bloody hell, that was good. We're worst, I believe, on powertrain according to the thing at the very bottom when we come out before we go into the tree. So yeah, that's not the best, but I do think we are gonna go for another DRS upgrade. 20% chance of failure, and that will come after the Italian GP. All of these will come after the Italian GP. So yeah. Oh my god, it's happened again. What is wrong with my voice? Anyway, no, we actually go for minor fuel efficiency, which means that we have better fuel, meaning we don't use as much. But let's go to qualifying now.
Ready to explore right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying.
And here we are at the end of the start of our first lap. Kevin Magnussen for the first lap, then Bottas with a 43.8, then Albon with a 43.7, and then Lewis with a 43.0. So as to be expected, but we're going to come across the line for our first lap to set a 1:43, which puts us clicking in Albon and in second. So that's the best qualifying we've had so far. There's Renault or Ocon lets us pass going into Q1, and we're going across the line to start our second on the quick our first lap. So going into turn 1, going in some time at the apex, going towards Eau Rouge now, and then we're going downhill, and we'll go through Eau Rouge and then uphill to Radiant, pretty much straight line it through there. It's not really going anymore, but on to the chemistry now, and we're maxing out almost 339 or 338. We're going through the Lake on chicane. Is that Ocon ahead of us again? I think so. And as we go through the echo now, it is Ocon, so hopefully we can move up away. Put the same thing in twice. Oh well, going through Q1 now, and going towards end of sector 2. We're going through the corners now. We're going a little bit wide there. Should have lost us some time, but I think we gained some after going extra wide last lap. So we're gaining 2 tenths now as we go through the final corner of sector 2, but we're in sector 3 now. Going 2 tenths up, so hopefully we can do some extra lap time as we go through Blanchemont. We stay almost 3 tenths up, going through the bus stop chicane now, getting on the curb on the inside and the curb on the outside, and going through up to the line. We're going 4 tenths up, we're going to go 5 tenths up, we're going to go P1. And we're going to go to the end now. Bottas beats us, but we almost improved again, but we just got some snap of oversteer, but it's P2, and P2 is our best ever qualifying position so far this season, so we can't complain. So getting XP now for doing those 3 laps, and yeah, getting XP is going to be helpful for unlocking new customizations, and yeah, we are a full 1.3 seconds clear of Daniel Kvyat, at least, maybe a little bit less, maybe 1.2 something. Anyway, Nicholas Latifi at the back row of the grid again. Max Verstappen down in 14th. Surprise for him. Charles Leclerc and Vettel in 9th and 8th for Ferrari respectively. But Claire wants to talk to us now. And oh my god. I mean, if I'm up with these guys every single race, I will choose them. But yeah, we weren't too close to them in Britain or Hungary, so yeah, I'm not going to go for any of them. Even though we are really close to them in Belgium, but we may not be as competitive in Italy and Singapore. Not nearly as good as I'm capable of. I'm talking about Max Verstappen in that sense, because he got way down, so maybe he's got a grid penalty. Anyway, getting some more driver acclaim from that qualifying session. And yeah, let's go to the race for the Belgium Grand Prix with only 11 laps. And yeah, we could be on to match our best ever result. And let's go.
Welcome along then to the Belgian Grand Prix, the race that gave us the maiden victory for the Jordan team in 1998. And in the same team, the phenomenal debut of a young Michael Schumacher. There's always something special around one of the many corners of this fan favourite circuit. Spa-Francorchamps then, a historic 19-corner circuit with a lap distance of 4.35 miles. There's over 100 metres of elevation change here, and with long stretches of the lap spent flat out, a good top speed will be vital for success. Also here, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Now, I want to talk to you about Valtteri Bottas. They've got a really good lead in the championship going into this weekend. So it feels to me that they've got one hand on the trophy.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves, Crofty. Yes, it looks like a big lead, but all it takes is a locked brake into turn one, a sticky wheel nut in the pit stop, and that could all get turned on its head. You can never discount one more sting in the tail.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position and the engineer completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Albon, Sergio Perez and Gasly, Ocon, Vettel, Leclerc and Carlos Sainz. Kvyat, Norris, Daniel Ricciardo and Verstappen, Magnussen, Grosjean, Kimi Raikkonen and Antonio Giovinazzi, Russell and Nicholas Latifi. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Sorry about that noise in the background. But here we are on the grid for the Belgian Grand Prix now, and let's go. Stick with the race strategy, and for some reason, we're gonna stick with the 13 plus 0.1 laps of fuel. But I think I do change the on throttle diff and brake bias. So let's go for the 5 load lights now as we get ready to go to the Belgian Grand Prix. We get ready and it's 5 laps and away we go. Bottas gets a good start compared to us, but then in the second phase we get a little bit launch better than him, so that's why he goes to cover us off. We got Hamilton go down our inside, and now as we go towards Eau Rouge, we've got to make sure that we stay ahead of him, so we're going to use some of our overtake. Going into Eau Rouge, he's not going to back out of it, but on the second part of the uphill, he is going to back out as we go through Radion. We are ahead of him in P2 now. Defending from him on the Kemmel Straight is going to be a little bit easier as the Mercedes car isn't built for overtaking, it's built to lead. So now we've just got to chase down we're just going to settle into this race as Jeff tells us that we've got enough battery to use them, as there's yellow flags behind us, as someone's got a failure, I do believe. It's DRS now, as the pit window is open, and Pierre Gasly, the man we have replaced, has got an engine penalty, failure, which is a bit odd considering I don't remember our engine components being too worn. So yeah, we set the fastest lap on that previous lap as we now go on to our pit lap. So staying as close as we can to Valtteri Bottas, and he gets a little skirmish on the exit of La Source, So we are a little bit closer to him, going down through Eau Rouge, now going to Radion. Maybe we can get in the DRS slash. We do have some DRS. Use that ERS overtake going into Richfield, and we breeze past them. Easy overtake as we look back as we go into the Lake chicane. We are up into P1 for the second time this season. But going into the bus stop chicane now, we're going to pit, and Voucher Pass doesn't, so he's going to take the lead right back off us. So we're just going to go through the pit lane now, braking so that we don't get a speeding penalty, and they're going past the safety car, and going past Ferrari, Red Bull, Renault, McLaren, Renault, Alphatauri. Racing Points also pitting Perez, I'm guessing. We come out a little bit ahead of him, so we wouldn't get holding up if we didn't overtake about us. But coming out of the pits now, and we've got a Haas ahead of us, and we've also got Ricardo that's going to pass us. So yeah, that should be easy. So if we can just get in the DRS and use some of our ERS, we should be able to get past him down this come straight. We're not close enough, so maybe we won't. But we're gaining. We're 3 tenths behind, 2 tenths. We're going to make a dive bomb there. Going into the Lake chicane, easy pass down the inside, and that should have gained us a couple of tenths on Voucher Price, who is on his in lap as we've got 5 laps of fuel remaining. Romain Grosjean up next, and we catch up to him easily through that sector 2, as Ricardo is falling off behind us. But we're going towards Blanchimont. We'll use the overtake button. Are we going to go down the inside of Grosjean? Yes, we are, through Blanchimont. Wow, that was a mad overtake. Bit like what's Max's lap overtake in 2015 on a Sauber, I believe it was, in the same team for me as well. But we get past Baz as he pits on that lap, and we get into P1 as we set a purple final sector, which is very nice indeed. But us closing in on this now, as we've got Giovinazzi yet to pit as we set a 45.5, 1 and 1/8 quicker, and then but 1/10 and 1/8 quicker, and then our previous lap. I mean to say 1/8 for a second, but yeah, shush. Lap 9 now, as Bottas is slowly closing in, as Ocon's got a mechanical failure, a guy that lets pass in qualifying, which is quite nice. 2 laps of fuel remaining now. We go on to lap 10, so yeah, we do have 2 laps remaining. But as we go on to lap 11 now, Valtteri Bottas is very close, as he does set the fastest lap for 45.1. So maybe he got DRS on that lap, which is going to be a little bit annoying. At the moment, he's catching us by a second a lap, according to Jeff. Thank you for trying to keep me calm and not put me off. Going through Eau Rouge now on Radion. Valtteri Bottas is very close in our ring mirror now, as we're going to go to the middle of the track. We're not going to defend the inside more than we do the outside, because we know that we're going to make an easy overtake, stick down the inside. We hold him up a little bit because we have to brake a little bit more, but that's got the move done. As we go through to P1 now, we go a little bit wide at the corner with no name. As Valtteri Bottas is going to go to the inside for Blanchimont. Oh, that would have been a brilliant move if we had pulled it off, but he backs out of it because the AI program to not go too wide. But we're going to come across the line in P1 in an Alphatauri for our first victory in the best race of our season so far. What a race! I'm not as excited as my team because I don't really care about this one as much, but it's always nice to get a race victory in no matter what you're doing.
A hard-fought win today then, after a very difficult race. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature.
Oh, no wonder I won. I got to limitless extra rotation guy on my team.
It always looks so easy when
no wonder I won. Got that extra rotation.
Winners to take their positions on the podium, one thing is clear. Alphatauri have really shown their prowess
you know
on
the track.
This is a team that isn't afraid to take risks, whether that's on the circuit or in the new talent they hire. Today,
Yeah, the
those
last time we
risks
saw that
certainly
was
paid off.
it was would have been Belgium last in the F2 season. No, I didn't even win in Belgium, did I? Oh, it would have been Hungary. No, oh, it was Britain. Wow, I forgot I only won 4 races in F2. So yeah, I won Bahrain Sprint, Spain feature, Austria feature, and Britain feature. Let's just not talk about the
So
other
let's
races.
review the updated driver standings.
Anyway,
4
getting
points for
first
Valtteri Bottas,
as
further
Lewis
solidifying
Hamilton
his
sets
lead at the top of the table. After an
the
incredible
fastest
day
lap
of
of the
racing,
race on that
who was
final
your
lap,
driver of the
as
day, Hans?
Max
Kvyat
Verstappen
drops a
seemed to
position,
effortlessly
2
weave through
positions
the other
actually,
drivers today without a care in the world.
one
He
to
was
Kevin
definitely my
Magnussen,
driver of
so
choice.
Let's move on to the
the teammate of
constructors.
the dude that we
Mercedes
got
continue
past
to
to
extend
win
their
that
lead.
race,
It's been an
and
absolutely
yeah,
wild weekend
he
of
would have
Formula
probably,
One action. I
I don't
can't
know.
wait to see what's next.
If Bottas if Bottas dive bombed us into that into P1, do you think we would have gotten back into Blanchimont like we did on Grosjean? Or in the first stop screen? I don't know. I mean, it was never comfortable, obviously. I mean, but you did have enough downforce to keep it. So yeah. I mean, ignore the fact that I took a grid penalty last race. We would have done much better last race if I had changed out my engine components like I did for this race. Not with this team. I mean, it's brilliant when the team comes together to a race victory. I can't speak. Halfway through level 7 acclaim now because of that race victory. And unlike my team, you don't get a podium celebration activity to do, which is a little bit annoying. But I mean, it makes sense because you don't really get to choose what happens. But we're gonna go for a upgrade on the aerodynamics, as that's the only place we can go for. Front downforce should be in for the Russian GP, which will be in 3 episodes time. But until then, I'm Racengineer. Like, comment your thoughts on if we would have won if Bottas had got us into P1. Show think this friends have come interest. But until next time, I'm Racengineer. Goodbye.